bad boy off. Let's head inside. Pizza Hut Stadium. 2 games left on the day. We got a whole day filled tomorrow. We're so happy you're still hanging out with us. As the kick is away, it will be Noah with the ball first. Speaking of Noah, get to know him a little better. 18 years old from Ellicott City, Maryland. Of course, the Madden 20 Challenge champion. Won that on the back of Chris Johnson, CJ2K, and the Draft Champs mode. 56,000 and change in career earnings. And he had himself a battle in that first game. We said he might possibly be on upset alert against Dat Boy. He quickly disproved that one, TD.
Oh, yeah, he looked great. He really did. We thought he was on upset alert, but you see that passion there. He played great, balanced football. He didn't make any mistakes on offense, and he played phenomenal defense when he needed. This was a big-time dot. I mean, Dat Boy completely missed the hit stick, took it to the house. That was the difference in the game because Dat Boy never got anything else going on offense.
Take a look at a key to the game for Noah. He's not only got to be screaming at the camera, he's got to keep screaming at the QB.
Yeah, what do we know about Noah? He's a defensive master, and he loves to bring that heat. I expect him to bring a lot of pressure. I expect him to mix it up, bring some pressure against Ice's bunch offense.
Speaking of Ice, George Schwartz, 21 years old from Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. He's made it to this point. Now, every single time he has been a Jets Club champion, but he's looking to take that next step and to pocket another $10,000 and add to those career earnings. His game against Prodigy TD, everyone back and forth as to how this one was going to go, and this one was pretty close for the entire game. It was Ice able to pick up a late touchdown in the first half. That really separated things.
Yeah, it did. That wide open crossing route in the back of the end zone. It really was a great game. You know, the score didn't indicate how good it was. Back and forth. Ice has hit that field goal to go up 2 possessions. He manufactured the clock well. He did everything great and won by 7. And like we said, this is Ice's biggest game by far. He's been in the spot 3 times now. Can he break through?
Take a look at his key to the game. Ice cold bunch. You know he's going to try to keep that offense working.
Yeah, can the Iceman keep it going? You know he loves that gun bunch offense. Noah's defense is very difficult to beat. He's going to have to mix it up well. We'll see what he can do.
$10,000 game of Madden. I mean, what more can you say? Spot in the final 8. A win here, and they will be officially 3 games away. And TD, if it's not only that, a win here, they're going to get almost a full 2-week break, an opportunity to get back in the lab, figure some things out, correct some mistakes, and that's got to be pretty invaluable for these guys.
Whoever wins this game is going to feel extremely confident. Like you said, they're going to have that 2-week break. They can get into the lab. Once you get this win off your back, you pick up a nice chunk of change. You can kind of relax and say, okay, I made some good money, and now I have a lot of time to really prepare for my next opponent. But the thing is, two of the best players right here, you got to get through it. You got to come through with the win. Who's it going to be? I'm fired up. Let's go.
What a game. It is Noah on offense first. And listen, we know Noah as a runner, TD. He was not afraid, though, to put the ball in the air in his first game against Dat Boy.
No, he wasn't. When we talked to him, you know, he said he feels like everyone thinks he's a runner, but he's out to prove that he's not just a runner. He can pass, he can cook up some lasers, and that he's a balanced player.
You know, Ice got his TNC guys in the chat. You know, they're rooting for him, and I've been impressed with how Ice played in that first game, against Prodigy. Because, I don't know, it's something about him right now, TD. He may be as locked in as I've ever seen him for a tournament. Like, there's just no doubt that he has his eye on the prize, and he's going to do whatever it takes to try to get there.
I agree, and ever since we've seen him for these last few weeks, when we saw him in that Jets Club Championship against Franchise, he was so locked in. He came out and dominated that game, 27-3. He's like you said, when we've talked to him, he's got that chip on his shoulder. It just seems like he has a different swag about him this year. He's on a mission, it seems like. And make no mistake about it, this right here is the biggest game of his Madden career.
Trying to get outside, nowhere to go. That Ice defense sealing the edge. The late great Sean Taylor making the play. 2nd and 13 for Noah. Down under center. Audibles out of that trips, goes into the strong eye. Got Hilton on the left side, Moss on the right side, and he'll go down to a run. They keep it on the ground here, but Ice prepped for that one. Bo will maybe get those 3 back. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, you see Noah audibles around a lot. One of the most, he's the player that audibles around the most out of this 32-player field. He's one of the most audible player, and you see it there. He goes to that strong close. Now he's in trips to the short side, using some motion.
Gannon, he's got a lot of room if he wants to take off. Taylor closing down quickly, though. He'll get 5, 4th and 5, and Noah's going to bring the offense back out on the field. An opportunity for Ice to get a momentum-shifting play.
Ice has looked impressive so far on defense. He's closing up everything that Noah wants to do. A big 4th and 5 here for Noah. Looks like he's going to audible down. He's most comfortable in this strong close. I expect some type of slant post combo with a deep post behind it. Let's see what he can do. It's a big play in the game.
Moss motions over to the left side. He's going to try to pass from under center.
Come on!
Picked up nicely. Dangerous throw, and Ice, the acrobat, swats it away. Stop to the defense of Don't Care About Ice.
That's been Noah's favorite route combination for the last 2 years. It was the slant post combo. You got to think Ice has done his homework. He's prepped. He knows what Noah wants to do, and you saw it right there. Phenomenal defense. And like we talked about earlier, Nick, anytime you start the game on defense, you get that stop, your confidence goes through the roof. Ice has got to be feeling good.
Now we can see Ice come back out on offense. And TD had some success in that first game against Providence. He was able to move the ball decently well outside of his first drive, and he said it was sort of shaking off the nerves just getting into the game. And now that he's already played a game today, you got to think that bunch is going to open up a little more.
It's huge, too. When you get that first game out of the way and you come away with a W, because those first games, you heard Pavin say it in his interview, you know, the first game of the day, you always play kind of shaky. You got to get those nerves out. You're probably going to throw a book or two, a bad read. Then you get that game out of the way, then you really lock in, you get your confidence up. And you see Ice, you know, he labs with those TNC guys, some of the best passers in the game, going to be in this Detroit Lions offensive playbook. And he's cooking. He's already at the 44, got that stop, looking good.
I just wanted to make sure that we shouted out these TNC guys have been labbing with D-Croft, Free the Penguin, Spoto, J-Wall, Blocky, Manu, and Fancy. Many of them have games still to go here in this tournament. So, you know, the TNC guys, even the ones who were eliminated, were in those lab sessions, getting everyone prepared, trying to bring home a belt to the crew. Gannon on 1st and 10, looking left side, and he's got him. That's Tony G to the 25-yard line. Gonzalez picks up 19.
Wide open laser right there in that corner route. Just a flood concept to the bunch side. Tony G gets wide open. And Nick, to your point, every single one of those names that you mentioned besides Blocky, who we know his resume, every single one of those other guys are still competing in this tournament.
First down at 10. Delaware Blue Hen, Rich Gannon. Finds Sanders underneath. That out of position prime time. Might be the best receiver in the game.
Yep, I agree. And by far the best card in the game, the most popular. We've seen it all day long, just making plays left and right. I mean, Primetime's doing it on offense and defense, as we saw. Nice timeout right there. If you're Noah, early in the game here, make sure your defense is set up. That's the thing about Ice, too. He's going to flip his formation a lot, try to mess up your adjustments on defense.
Second down. Back to the bunch goes Ice inside the red zone. Bring Moss in motion. Noah staying aggressive, but only sends 4, drops back into coverage, and he'll throw this one away. The pressure, that pre-snap look, seemed like it made Ice a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, he disguised the coverage, made Ice only send out 3 routes. Noah had a lot of coverage there, and then he threw it away.
Let's get a 3-man rush from Noah. Gannon stepping
Hey,
left into
thank
the
you. Come
end
on,
zone.
man,
Tight
dummy.
coverage and Primetime shuts that one down. Noah gets a stop of his own. Can Primetime make
on,
something
man. Thank
more
you,
out of this
dummy.
one?
Go
Tries
read.
to spin back
Come on,
inside.
bro.
Ice
Stop
leaving
playing
points
stupid,
on the
Noah.
board.
Stop
A
playing
turnover
stupid.
for
Dummy.
Noah.
Bad mistake by Ice. You had points in your back pocket, and you forced it into the end zone. Just wasn't open. Noah steps in front and gets a user pick. And Nick, we've seen a lot of uncharacteristic red zone interceptions today. Starting that last game with Pavin, and right off the jump, Ice doing it the same thing.
Noah wanted to make sure he shouted out his TGL crewmates. Been labbing with them. Team Get Lucky. He doesn't need a whole lot of luck. He's got a lot of skill on his side as he'll throw this one away. So, stop for stop. We start off the game with the defense as being the story.
Defense, the story of the game, and that kind of plays into Noah's hands. He's more of a defensive player, but Ice is great on defense as well. And you see Noah, first play there, first down, he tried to catch him off guard with a little play action.
Here's what's crazy,
Third and 11
TD.
is a
Just
rundown
noticed this.
for Noah. Third and 11 is a rundown.
Noah's one of the only guys to play the game of Madden wearing no headphones. He's not listening to anything. He's just locked in, trying to stay focused.
Yeah, he is. You know, he says he listens to nothing. No game sound, no music. That's what helps him focus. Ice, on the other hand, listening to that game sound. So no hip-hop, no rock, no music from either of these guys.
Third and 11. Kamara in motion. Moss on the wide left. Three-man rush from Ice.
Come on.
Dropping back. Look how many routes Noah had going deep down the field. Not a single one open. And Ice is going to get his second stop of the game as Noah's going to bring out the punt unit.
That's an absolute bag. I mean, there wasn't anything open at all, and he's forced to punt.
Ah, dude really got bagged. Dang it, man. Come on.
Well, talked about how Ice, top 5 defense coming in numbers-wise. We talked about how Noah really made a name for himself in that Madden challenge with his defense, and they are showing why. Shout out to tweets along the bottom. Make sure you use that hashtag Madden Club Championships. Tatiana Chavis saying, this is insane, man. The games are crazy. JD, we've had a little bit of everything today. There's been some defensive battles. There have been some high-powered offensive plays. We've seen turnovers. We've seen a little bit of everything.
And that's what you get when you get 32 of the best players in the world all battling it out. Same thing you see when you watch March Madness. You know, sometimes you get some upsets. You get the favorites coming through. You get these games down to the wire. Sometimes you get blowouts. All types of games that can happen. And that's what makes competitive Madden at this level so exciting and so fun to watch.
Second and 5. Gannon over the middle. He's got Sanders. Not going to be a first down. Looks just shy of the line to gain. It's going to be 3rd and a yard for Ice. Back on top is the Jets club champion. The Jets club champion 18 and 19. Didn't win it in 20, but able to get back on top here in 21. Gannon 3rd and 1. Oh, baby hitch route. That was Barry Sanders out of the backfield. Picks up 5 and a first down.
And Ice has looked good on offense. It really was that interception that hurt him because he's pretty prolific here. He's 5 for 7. He's making the right reads. Noah's not an easy player to face, but he's checking it down when he needs to.
Gannon. And right side, it's Deion Sanders.
Oh, no first down?
He'll pick up the first down, it looks like, to the 44. Nope, he's going to be just shy of the line again. Almost was able to tightrope walk his way to a first.
That's what makes that Deion Sanders so difficult, though, because everything's covered. We know how good man-to-man coverage is in Madden 21. But when you have that playmaker, you really have to user it as well. You have to have 2 guys on that route at all times.
2nd and 1, to throw this one away. Don't forget, we got the AFC West finals coming up next. Young Tony taking on Pavin. Talk about 2 guys who really had dominant performances in their first game. Even with the mistakes that Pavin made, he was still in control. Tony with the absolute fantastic performance against Turbo Jeff, and now we can see them face off against each other. TD, I have no idea who's going to come out on top in that game.
What a main event that's going to be. Both those guys prolific on offense. And speaking of prolific, Noah's defense comes through big off the edge.
Go get 7. He can't move. He can't move. He can't move, man. Come on. Go get 7, kid. Go get 7.
That emotion starting to come out.
This game, it's like driving through a new build community. It's like driving through a neighborhood. Stop signs all over the place. We got so many stops. The defense is setting the tone. Who's going to be able to break through here, TD? It seems like both guys little uncomfortable in offense.
Has that feeling of one of those, 6-3, 10-7, 13-10 type of games. those gritty, grinded out battles where just one big play in the game here. Whoever can get that real first big play can really take advantage.
Bo trying to outrun Sean Taylor. Taylor brings him down to the 28. And Noah begging for a little extra juice. Hit the NOS button. Get it going.
Come on, Noah. Come on, Noah. Find some runs, kid. There's a lot of runs in Oakland. There's a lot of runs in Oakland. Find one, Noah. Find one. Find one, kid.
Hey, Noah. Hey, it's Nick up in the booth. Just to let you know it's Las Vegas.
Find one, kid. There's a lot of runs in Oakland, kid.
Yeah, we moved on, Noah. We're not in Madden 20 anymore. We're not in 2020.
Noah,
We're in 2021.
This isn't Madden 20. They're in Las Vegas, Noah.
We're in the Las Vegas playbook now. We're not Oakland.
Come on.
But to Noah's point, there are a lot of runs in that Las Vegas Raiders playbook. That's Noah's specialty. He tries to find something that can really beat that defense. And right on cue, I said, whoever can get that first big play can really set themselves apart. And Noah breaks off a nice big run there.
2-minute warning, still scoreless in this one, but Noah, first real success past the 50-yard line. He's at the 31. 2nd and 13. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for Gannon under center. Bo Jackson in the backfield. Don't forget, guys, as Gannon drops back on 2nd and 13. Ice daring him to throw it. He's not going to throw this one away. TD, don't forget, not only do we have that great AFC West final coming up next, we're just back right at it tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern time. And how about some of the names we got playing tomorrow? Joke, K-Mac, Drini, Wesley, Kretobin. It's star-studded tomorrow here on the Club Championships.
Another stacked day, some belt winners, some of the best players in the world. Also some underdog stories. We got John Beast playing tomorrow, who's really came onto the scene. We got some of the big names, like you said, and JS the best. And we got 6 games, too. Again, star-studded, action-packed. You don't want to miss it.
Put our throat on us.
Ball's down, kick is up. It is good. First points on the board. It is Noah with the lead.
I got it.
Yeah, nice little drive right there. But once again, you get down to that red zone area, it gets tough. But with the way this game is going, those 3 points can be big. That huge run really set them apart in order to be able to get into field goal range.
By the way, do you have any clue who's going to come out of that AFC South? With Drini, with Kretobin, with Wesley, and with Spoto? Because I have no clue.
Absolutely stacked. That's got to be the best division, right?
It's either that or NFC East.
Yeah, NFC East is stacked too.
Henry,
Evilo. I'd probably lean AFC South a little bit though, but.
Oh my God, man! Oh, good.
3-0. Second and 5. And that gun bunch. Looking downfield, does he have him on the run? Long pass, what a dive from the cannon! An absolute beam! How about that play to get the offense going?
What a throw from the Iceman. He rolls out, he waits. His tight end finally gets separation, and he touch pass, lobbed it in there with the most precision you'll see. What a throw from Ice.
Oh, Lord. And then Gannon runs into Primetime. Primetime said, nice throw, old fella, but you're done. Sit on down.
These are some big plays coming up right here. 40 seconds, clock is ticking.
Gannon. He's got Sanders. Ooh. Big hit once again. We'll get to the 20-yard line. Timeout taken to stop the clock. 35 seconds remain. 1 timeout remaining for Ice.
Plenty of time here. 35 seconds and a timeout. Got to convert this first down, though. I know Ice does not want 3. He wants to get in the end zone. He wants 7.
3rd and 4. Gannon rolling left, looking for a playmaker, but well covered. And Ice now will bring out the field goal unit, try to tie this game up. It's a slugfest, TD. This is like a heavyweight fight where no one's throwing up blockers. It's just crosses after crosses. They're trying to see who's got the weaker chin.
This is an absolute battle. This is something that's going to go 12 rounds. Gonna go down to the wire. Both guys are doing a decent enough job to get down the field, but then when the field shrinks, they get into that red zone 35-yard line area, it gets really tight. And look, it's looking like we're gonna have a 3-3 tie at half. Although Noah does have 2 timeouts, might see him try to do something a little bit here.
By the way, big shout out to Ice, because I think that's the first time I've ever heard the chirp. You hear so many times people going, talking to themselves, saying, "Come on, Noah, just get 7, end this." Ice just said, "Come on, Noah, lose the game right here." I like that attitude. Yo, Noah, just mess it up, please.
And it's a great point, because this is a situation where Noah could lose the game if he comes out trying to do too much and pass the ball, but Noah going to stick to that ground game.
Jack's up the middle, nowhere to go. Second and 15, back to the stretch goes Bo. Trying to make someone miss. He'll pick up 7, but that clock's going to keep running, and Noah looks pretty comfortable to get this one to halftime. Three seconds left. Noah's just going to try to hit a home run. TD, doesn't happen a lot, but every once in a while you'll find one.
Yeah, we'll see. Does he try to go deep? Does he just try to run the ball, try to get sticky? If he can make a little magic here, this would be a memorable moment, but it's very difficult to do.
We'll go back to the stretch. Try to get Bo loose. He won't, and we will go to halftime. No touchdowns
get 7, George.
on the board at all. TD, do they know where the end zone is?
It's a stalemate. I mean, it's been 2 big plays in the game, really, or I guess 3. It was the pick from Ice in the end zone that really cost him points. It was Noah's big run, and then it was Ice's absolute laser to Tony Gonzalez down the sidelines.
Halftime here in the AFC East final, and we are right where we started with just a few more points. 3-all the score between Noah and Ice. 10 minutes to settle this one for $10,000. Boy, we got a lot of fantastic club action coming up. For more on that, let's throw it to Katie Emmer, who is sitting in the end zone of Pizza Hut Stadium trying to direct these guys. This is where the touchdowns are.
If I could be in there, I certainly would. Thanks a lot, Nick. What a game so far, and it's an amazing night, too, of games, and it's only just getting started. Tomorrow, we round out the AFC with the North and South, and next week, we do it all over again in the NFC before we crown a champion on February 5th on ESPN2. Speaking of the NFC and champions, the Lions Club champion Jay Wall added some gold to his collection. The Level Next Fall Champion Series came to an incredible conclusion this last Sunday night. Noah Up Next, the Patriots Club champ who is representing Maryland, took game 1 of the best-of-3 series with a thrilling touchdown in the final seconds to defeat Jay Wall, the Lions Club champ, who is representing Northeastern University. Game 2 quickly shifted in Jay Wall's favor when Tyrann Mathieu had this pick 6 to take an early 7-0 lead, eventually leading to Noah's concession and his first loss of the entire tournament. You couldn't write a better ending than what Game 3 provided, as Jay Wall hit the iced field goal as time ran out to take the title and the $25,000 grand prize. If you want to relive all the action from the thrilling conclusion to the Level Next Fall Champion Series, be sure to tune in to NBCSN on Friday the 22nd at 11 p.m. Eastern and 12 a.m. Eastern. Witness 2 of the best young players in the game go head-to-head for bragging rights to the best college player in America. Exciting stuff there. Well, Nick and TD, I'll send it back out to you. You guys are in the Pizza Hut booth there, right? Hanging out in the booth.
I'm waiting for my pizza to get delivered. Listen, we're in Pizza Hut Stadium. Can we get some swag? And by swag, I mean stuffed crust, extra cheese.
Pick! Thank you! Oh my God!
Bad
bro,
throw! Oh, he did get the feet in bounds!
Oh.
All right, we're okay.
Oh, unfortunate break right there for Noah. Ice just overthrew that one, and Noah couldn't get the feet down. Already fireworks finally to start this second half.
Let's bring in the man with the plan. One great user. You've been watching that first half. Are you able to handle the pure power of these two offenses going head to head?
Absolutely, man. These guys, it's a shootout, Nick. Shootout. Points everywhere. Nah, these guys are playing great defense, man. You can tell they put in their lab work. You can see that these guys have actually they're prepared for everything. I think that's why Noah has been having to run the ball more, because he's realizing that, hey, he has all the adjustments for my passing. So I like him running the ball. That's how he's been able to move the ball. Bo Jackson breaking that big run. I really feel like Ice, him not kicking that field goal, trying to force that touchdown, that 3 points, I think that's going to really come back to hurt him, because he might just go down here and just get 3. And the only thing that's really been getting open for Ice is the playmaker. So Noah's been playing great defense too. As you see him right here, just forcing them to a 2nd and 23 with the intentional ground, and just great defense all around.
User, do you think that either of these players has a definite edge right now, or is this game going to come down to 1 or 2 plays as to who's going to win this one and that $10,000?
No player has the edge. That's why it was so tough for me to make the pick, Nick. I just couldn't see who had the advantage. It's so close. It's splitting hairs. Even though, Noah has a belt, Ice, he's come prepared. TNC, they have him ready. And as you see, I think it's really going to come down to him not taking that field goal at the beginning of the game, trying to force the interception. And both of these guys, if he punts and just plays smart, I think this game could really end up being, like Nick said, like TD said, 6-3, 6-9, something like that.
Go for it.
Yeah, both these guys super evenly matched. It really was a toss-up, even though User's new nickname might be Mr. Indecisive, but he does have a point. This is very evenly matched, and now you see once again, it's just this game really might come down to 6-3. It's just crazy.
Hey, listen here, Tank Top Twins. You're not gonna be capping at me, because now I can hop up in here and cap back. You feel me? So you might want to watch how you talk to me. Yeah, I'm out.
It was much easier when, we could talk and we wouldn't be able to hear from him. He'd have to remember it 30 minutes later when he had his hits at the end of the game. Now they just tell me in my ear, User wants to yell at you, and that's why I'm his defense attorney. I'm gonna need T. Davis. I'm gonna need you to settle down, or else we are gonna file a cease and desist order on the slander. Hand off to Bo Jackson.
We were side set pros, and you left me. You left me for User.
I didn't leave you. I just picked up a side hustle. Side hustle. Listen, if there's one person that needs a defense attorney from slander, do you not agree that User definitely needs one?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
That's what I'm here for.
I don't blame you.
At Mazesko and Associates. Shout out to Jordan Heck. I've been enjoying the broadcast. Fun games, great announcers. Always a joy to watch competitive Madden. Jordan, thank you so much for the kind words. Make sure you use that hashtag Madden Club Championships to maybe have your tweets read out. And right side, that's Bo Jackson to the 34-yard line.
And Noah gets his first completion of the game. It comes with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And it was just a swing pass out of the backfield. I don't even think he really designed that. He wanted to look for the smart routed post, but he checks it down, and that's been his best play, one of his best plays of the game. He's able to check it down, get the ball up the field, and just 3-3 right now. It's about who can get that big play, who can take advantage. Which guy wants this more?
3rd and 2.
Oh, no.
Play action for Gannon. Gets rid of it. He's got held down the field to the 37-yard line. TD, so many great opportunities. We saw the highlight from the Level Next tournament. By the way, big shout out to our main User who was on the call for those games.
Know the personnel, George.
How much do you think that is powering Noah to that, that disappointment of getting so close? How much do you think that's fueling him in this quest for the belt?
Yeah, great point. I talked to him last night, and I asked him about that. And he said, look, I came so close in that. I lost in the championship. He said he has a lot of motivation behind that, and you see it here.
Man. One stop! Finish it, Noah! Finish it! Come on, man! Finish it, Noah! Finish it! Come on! Finish the game! Finish it, Noah! Come on! He can't move! He cannot move!
Couldn't say it better than myself.
Finish the game, Noah. Come on, finish it.
Bo Jackson to the house. That was remarkably easy, Timmy. That's the first,
come on.
We saw another big run from
move.
Bo Jackson earlier, but this one, able to catch it for the first touchdown of the game. As we take a look at our Snickers touchdown replay. Pretty simple, great blocking downfield.
And this was absolutely huge. He goes untouched to the end zone. Finally, the big play. One of these guys needed with the way these guys are playing defense, that could be the difference in the game. Such a big run for Noah.
And you got to think, Ty, the pressure knob on Ice has just ramped from about a 3 to about an 8, knowing that now he has to respond to the first touchdown of the game.
And you can kind of see it in his face. If you look at Ice right now, I know he's locked in, I know he's focused, but he has a little doubt creeping in. It looks like. This is a big drive right here. This is the biggest drive of Ice's Madden career. He's been in some big games, but this is where you've got to bounce back.
2nd and 10. 3-man rush from Noah.
Come on, man.
2
Come
routes
on.
downfield, 1 underneath. Every single one covered. 3rd and 10 for Ice.
And our analyst user made a great point. The only thing Ice has really had is that playmaker to Dion, and that's what he keeps trying to go to. That's all he has versus Noah defense. Noah's starting to dial in and watch that playmaker.
No.
Under pressure, inaccurate. And boy, was it inaccurate. Allen with the pick.
That's why we use double or nothing.
And Ice, he is absolutely chastising Rich Gannon for that throw.
That's why we use double or nothing. Go get him. Come on, finish
Scream
it, Noah.
at
Finish.
the quarterback.
Finish.
Bring the heat.
Come on,
He does
finish.
exactly that. The double or nothing gets home. A pressure inaccurate. That could be the difference in the game. Noah's defense stepping up when he needed it the most.
Come on.
Hand off to Bo
Gotta stop
Jackson.
him
He's
here.
going to try to
Gotta
put
stop
another
him here.
score on the board and extend this lead. Still plenty of time left. But man, what a backbreaker under pressure and accurate, TD. No one likes when that happens. When that dice roll comes up, that's why you put abilities on those defensive linemen, try to get them home.
And Nick, that was open. It was a good read. The route was open. He just got hit, and he overthrew it
100%
out of the throw, out of sack. Just unfortunate because the route was open over the middle. And it looks like now Noah has kind of found a run that he likes here. It's really starting to work. Nice little pickup there. Puts himself in a manageable 3rd and 1, and he's going to be able to take this out of the 3rd quarter.
By the way, I'm looking once again. Shout out to Donnie Moore. I was looking at the stat book. You know, you mentioned how Noah wanted to be known not just as a runner, but a passer. In online ladders, he ran a perfect 50-50 balance of run and pass.
And that's huge because when you're balanced,
That's on me, Bird.
make it very
My bad,
difficult
bro.
on the defense.
I know you screaming right now, bro. My bad. It's on me.
3rd and a yard.
Come on. No.
Oh, he gives it to Marcel Reese. Reese fights for it
Let's
to
go,
the 27-yard
Reese.
line, and they'll give him the first down. Marcel Reese making
Come on,
plays,
man,
a
let's go.
tough
Reach,
1-yard run.
Marcel Reach. Reach.
Who would have thought Marcel Reese would be a difference
Reese,
maker
big
in the
man,
club
Reese.
championship?
Come
But he
on.
falls forward,
Fight.
and that first
Finish,
down
Noah,
is
finish.
absolutely
Finish.
huge for Noah.
Finish the game.
Because he's going to be able to take around another 2 minutes off the clock here, get it down to 3 minutes, and potentially go up 10 or more than that.
Who doesn't love a tough 1-yard run from the current senior advisor to owner and president Mark Davis of the Las Vegas Raiders? He's moved from the field to the front office and now making plays on the virtual gridiron.
That's huge right there for Noah. That was a big first down. Marcel Reese fighting for him, falling forward. And now you see Noah, 1,000% here. He's going to hike the ball at 1 on the play clock. He's going to use all this time.
Marcel reach forward.
Clever.
Thanks. That's why they pay me the medium bucks. 10-3 the score.
Get out of there, Bo!
Give it a Bo! And
Come
Bo
on!
knows where to go to the house. Second touchdown of the day for Bo Jackson.
Finish,
Noah's
Noah,
opened
finish.
this one up.
Finish the game. Finish him, Noah. Put him to sleep. Put him to sleep.
You heard the man. Finish him, put him to sleep. Noah breaks
Come on,
off
man.
another
Finish,
big run.
finish,
He's really
Noah,
found a
finish.
run that's working, and he goes up 2 possessions.
Bo Jackson. Once again, the blocking up front stellar, avoids the user rush, and it was all green grass.
Get
from
out of
there.
there, Bo! Come on!
Yeah, it was just a power out down the right side. Pretty much same touchdown he had as the last run. And he's 4 minutes and 23 seconds away from getting his spot in the final 8.
All right, if you're Ice TD, step into his shoes. How much time do you need on the clock to feel comfortable about your chances of coming back? When do you need to score by?
You know, at the least, it's got to be before the 2-minute warning, and you got to save all those timeouts. But as soon as possible.
Gannon on second.
Because you want to, because Nick, you want to keep that 2-minute warning also in your back pocket. It's basically like a 4th timeout. So if you can score before that and keep that, that's huge for him.
Third and 5.
Hey!
Looking right side, picked off.
Bag! Oh my God, he's in a coffin! He's in a coffin! Oh my God, I'm the best against bunch! I am the best in the world against bunch! Don't bring bunch on my field, ever! Never bring bunch on my field! Never bring bunch on my field! Oh my God, he's in a coffin!
This has been a public service announcement from
We found the run, too.
NoahUpNxt.
Get out of there, Bo. Get out of there, Bo. Get out of there, Bo. Night-night. Put him to sleep.
Hey, remember when this game was 3-3 at the half?
Come on, man. Let's go.
It's not 3-3 anymore.
What a second half
He
from
can't
Noah.
stop the power. We don't want to score, bro. We're going tick, 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 tick. Tick, tick,
Go
tick,
down to
tick,
the
tick.
1-yard line.
What a second half.
Let's go, man.
This is impressive. And this is like old school Noah looking like last year with that fire, with that passion.
I promise you. You cannot bring
and that's a
bunch on my
warning
field.
to the rest of the
It's
AFC.
just not gonna work for
Do
you.
not
You're gonna
bring
lose.
bunch on his field.
I mean, I couldn't score the first half, and he's in a coffin. He can't stop the power. Yes, sir. Bo's got his X.
You know,
He's got the X.
you know, Bo's got his X, but you notice the rosy cheeks from Noah? I think Noah's got his X factor
do I
activated.
a free tutorial for this drive? No.
Oh, you know, when
As
you see
Oreo
the
said, no
cheeks
free reps.
rosy and red,
No free reps.
you know it's Noah time.
Come on, bro. No free reps.
24-3. What
free
a
reps
change
out here,
of
boys.
events.
No free reps.
Second half, all Noah, as he has blown this one open. And once again for Ice, it's that hurdle he has not been able to get over. 3 times the Jets club champion, 3 exits in the final 16. So close, yet keeps running into, I mean, you ran into a guy in Noah. This was a close game in the first half, but he really shut it down.
You gotta feel for Ice. You can see it in his face. He's so disappointed in himself. Like you said, Nick, his 3rd time in this exact moment, but just can't break through and get to that final 8. Such a talented player, though. You know we'll see him back, but you see it there starting to hit him now. He knows that it's over. It's crazy. It was 3-3 at halftime, like you said, but just what a performance by Noah in the second half.
Hey, you want to talk about one of the benefits? You know, listen, we all hope the world returns to normalcy at some point, but one of the benefits of playing this tournament at
That's
home
why
is
we use double or nothings.
unlike the club championships in the past where you lose on day one, you got to go back to your hotel room, you got to hang out for another 3 days. Now, you're already at home, you got your family around you, you get an opportunity to recover a little quicker and be in that comfortable space.
Come on.
And Ice is going to throw in the towel. That'll do it. He's going to take a knee.
And
like you said, yeah, he doesn't have to take that long flight home.
It's going to get scary.
It was a great run, but Noah, what a performance in the second half, and he's going to head to the final 8.
What a performance. As the clock's going to run out on this one. And for Noah, listen, he's going to make it to the final 8. He's going to bag himself another $10,000. TD, and you're looking ahead. Does anybody want to play this kid? Does anybody want to see Noah on the other side?
Definitely not. I mean, just look at the body of work. One of the top 5 defensive players in the world. No doubt about it. Look at this performance going up against Ice. Ice is an elite passer. He's an elite gun bunch player. And Noah, you heard it. He put him in a coffin. And listen, he said it himself. Don't bring bunch on his field. So this is a warning to the rest of the AFC and potentially even the NFC in the finals that don't bring bunch on his field because he's ready for it.
Neenies and GG's in this one. Noah has conquered the AFC East, and he will move on to the final 8. And now has 2 weeks off to prep for his next opponent. A close first half, Tyler Davis, but it was the second half that set the tone. Noah, a dominant performance, 24-3 over Ice.